Welcome everybody, it is Claudia with Patchwork with Claudia. Today we are working on the card trick block. To make this block we will need 2 squares 5 inches color A, 2 squares 5 inches color B, 2 squares 5 inches color C, and 2 squares 5.5 inches color A, 2 squares 5.5 inches color B, and 2 squares 5.5 inches color C. Let's see how it works. I have all square pieces that I need for this block. Now it is necessary to take all 6 5-inch squares and cut them diagonally to get 12 triangles. Align here my ruler and cut. So this is what I get it. Now I need to do the same process with all other 5 squares. Now it is time to make the half square triangle sections with the 5.5-inch squares. So we take the 2 color A squares and 1 color B square, and we draw the diagonal line, center diagonal line, and a 1/4 inch of this line we draw another line. We are going to sew on the outside lines and we are going to cut on the middle line. Then we need to draw another diagonal line. After we sew, we are going to cut here and then to cut here. So I already have all the pieces that I needed to be with those guidelines. So then what I need to do is take 1 square color A and 1 square color B, then 1 square color A with 1 square color C. And then I need to take 1 square color, my square color B and my square color C, and align them too. Now I need to sew on the outside lines. So let's do this process. Let's start sewing. So let's sew this one first. So I align my fabrics and start sewing. The first one is done. So now it's necessary to cut on this line and then on this line. We need to do the same process with the other two. Now it is time to cut them. So we are going to cut diagonally both sides. Let me remove these ones from here and let's start it. So now I have 4 pieces. I need to do the same with the other 2. From the joined squares, we are getting 4 sections, as we can see here, 4 sections on each joined piece, but we are going to use only 2 sections for our project. We can save the other 2 sections for a feature project or any other project that you wanted to do with them. So I'm going to these two, and these two, save it for a feature project. And I'm going to work with these ones on my project. Now we need to line 2 triangles color A with 2 triangles color B. The other 2 triangles color A with 2 triangles color C. And then let's put this one here, and then we need to do the 2 triangles color B with 2 sections that have color A and color C. So they are going this way and this way. And then the 2 triangles color C with the 2 sections that have color A and color B. Finally, we are going to join the 2 sections that have color B and color C, and this piece is the center of the block. So now we need to sew all of these pieces and press them to continue assembling our block. Let's start join our sections. So I'm going to line here and start join them. Now this piece, let's join these two. These two. these two now. And finally these two. Now we need to press all these pieces and set up our block. I set up the block so we can visualize it. Now we need to trim all 9 sections to get 4.5 inches around. So let's start moving pieces here and start working with one piece. So let's see, it needs to be 4.5 inches everywhere. So I already trimmed my first piece. It is 4.5 inches around. Now we need to do the same with the other 8 pieces. Now I have all sections ready to start assembling our block. We lay out the block and then we start sewing together row by row. After we finish sewing each row, we press the seam allowance and then we continue from there. So let's start sewing. So I'm going to start here, row number 1. I align my fabrics here very well and start sewing. As always, we sew using 1/4 inch seam allowance. Now I'm going to sew this part of the second row. Now this part of the third row. Now I'm going to remove this leftover thread and organize my fabric. I need to lay down again my sections to verify that they are in the correct place. Now I am going to finish my first row. So after I lay out the fabric, then I need to line it very well and continue sewing. this part. Okay, now I can finish my second row. And let's finish the third row. I line up here my pieces and start sewing. Let's see what we have. Let me lay down here my first row. My second row goes this way, and my third row goes this way. So we can see now the pattern. Now we need to press and continue assembling our block. So we are going to nest the seams together. I will help myself with some pins. Organize here my fabric, nest it very well, and hold them with some pins so I can get a better corners and my fabric much better. So now we are going to sew these two, and then we join the last row. Need to line my fabric here, nest it, and continue sewing. Now we are going to do the same process. Let's attach our third row. So I'm going to nest my seams here and hold the fabric with some pins. The same on this side. And let's start sewing again. Let's see what we have. Here is our ending block. Now we need to press it and we will be done. Here is our ending block. It is 12.5 inches. I invite you to practice it, share the videos, subscribe to my channel, and give me thumbs up. See you next time here in Patchwork with Claudia. Bye.